Hello, beautiful beings. Welcome to your 2026 Tarot Predictions. I am the Priestess Sophia, also known as Taryn. I'm an energy healer, psychic, soul priestess, most importantly, intuition mentor and personal breakthrough coach. So what I'm going to be doing today is I'm going to be doing 3 different mini readings. So the first 3 will be focused on love. The second will be focused on career, and the third will be focused on money. So essentially, you can choose a number between 1 and 3 for love, and then 1 and 3 for career, and then 1 and 3 for money. So I'm going to jump right in. So pick your number, and we are going to be looking at what your predictions are for 2026 regarding love. Okay, so we're starting off with pile 1. Pile 1, pile 1, pile 1. All right, so I'm going to be drawing 3 cards for what pile 1 needs to know. Okay, all right, pile 1 seems like you're coming out of an energy of a lot of scattered kind of energy, other people's influence, and a little bit of gossip around what your love life should be looking like. There's a lot of shoulds that I'm hearing, and I don't feel like the shoulds are just from other people's perspectives and opinions, but also from yours. And I'm feeling like you've had to deal with a lot of kind of different stories, even in your own mind, around what's exactly right for you. And you might have even had, I feel like, a couple of you having other people vie for your attention and wanting your attention in a way that I don't feel is necessarily healthy. I do see you are moving from that, and through these past experiences, you're really learning how to balance your energy in terms of love. There's a lot of understanding around reciprocity that's coming through, and recognizing when are you seeking someone's attention and wanting love so that you can get energy from them, and when are you actually coming from a place of true wholeness, and that's then leading to a connection where the energy is reciprocal. So 2026 is really teaching you how to balance your energy and how to spend your time on the right people. Right? And I feel like because I'm going to show you our last card, which is the King of Pentacles. You've got someone that's coming in that wants to be generous to you. If you're partnered or paired, I feel like you're still going to be in the same relationship, and this partner is going to be showing up for you in a way that they haven't before. I feel like there's going to be a lot more stability coming through from your connections, and for those of you who are single, you're bringing in a partner who wants to give, who is generous, who is focused on you, who's very grounded. But at the same time, I'm also getting that this person isn't in a rush. They're not in a hurry. They don't want to push you into a relationship. This is someone who wants to build something solid. This is someone who also is going, is this worth my time? Is this worth my energy? Because those are the type of people I want to spend my time and energy on. And I feel like this person who's coming in for the singles is definitely someone who is a lot more stable financially, and also in the way that they relate to reality. They know their values, they know what they want. For those who are partnered, I feel like you're stepping more into that with your partner. And I feel like the energy between you and your partner is stabilizing a little bit more. But I'm also sensing, and this is specifically for those who are partnered, that there is a stubbornness that needs to be addressed in the connection with your current partner. And that is for you if you are in pile 1. I do want to draw a card from your guides just to give us further clarity on this. What do you most need to be aware of when it comes to your love life in 2026? We've got unconditional love. So that's really beautiful and really resonating quite gorgeously with this card around reciprocity and understanding give and take. I feel like there's been a lesson in the past for you, pile 1, whether you're partnered or single, feeling like that that you have to give all of yourself, right? Like be the beggar in love in order to get the type of love that you want. And because we're understanding reciprocity more, there's a lot more understanding that love is your natural nature. It is everywhere, and it is showing up in the connection I do see that you are manifesting and attracting and calling in for yourself in 2026. All right, pile 1, if you haven't yet, remember to like and subscribe. I really enjoyed doing that mini reading for you. We are now moving on to pile 2. If you've chosen pile 2, and do remember, if you resonate with more than one pile, that's perfectly acceptable. We're going to now do pile 2 in terms of what is coming for you in your love life in 2026. Well, that pile 2, that card jumped out. This is strong energy. Okay, so interesting. While I was shuffling the cards, I was thinking a lot of people that have chosen pile 2, you may want to look at pile 1 as well. And if you're resonating with that, I would like to say that the first pile is probably your first 6 months of 2026, and the second, you're the latter part of 2026. So what I'm seeing is for 7 of Cups, options, okay? And options in terms of not only suitors and people who are interested in you, but I am definitely seeing options in terms of like, what do you really want out of life? And that is the deeper question that comes through for pile 2 around love in 2026. I feel that a lot of you in the past have not been prioritized by your partners, but the question that Spirit is really asking you is, have you even understood what it means to be prioritized? And do you even know what it means to prioritize? Remember, the word priority actually comes, I think it's from the Latin meaning priori, which means one. And that's only one, right? That there is only one important thing in your life. And so this is the energy that you're kind of coming out of 2025 for and entering 2026 in terms of really needing to understand what does it mean to be prioritized and to make something your priority. So I do feel you're going to be tested in this way, pile 2, where a lot of tempting things are going to show up, either in people and places and things. Your options are important, and you have to understand, are you choosing with your heart and what your heart really wants to prioritize, pile 2. All right, let's see what else is coming up. Okay, I love it when I am really connecting to the energy even before I draw the cards, because we've got 2 of Wands. Okay, so I'm feeling for about 35% of you, there are going to be the option where you have two choices between 2 different partners. I'm feeling that this is more a single type of energy, but if you are partnered, I feel that there might have been someone who tugged at your heartstrings that is showing up again in your love life at this moment. And you are going to have to really look at your life and be a lot more assertive and confident in terms of what you choose. So this will be either for 35% of you, like I said, in terms of a partner. But for the rest of you, in 2026, your love life is really asking you to be specific and to be assertive in what you choose. You have the opportunity to bring forth, you see, clearly what you want for yourself. The world is in your hands. What do you really want to create out of love? And this is why understanding priorities is so important. And I feel like this is not only just playing out in your love life, pile 2, but in other aspects of your life, because we are looking at Wands energy, which is kind of like creative energy, life force energy, the ability to kind of manifest, the ability to manifest energy. So you got to be clear with your choices. Get crystal clear is what I'm hearing, pile 2. Let's see what else. Final energy for pile 2 in terms of their love life. Ooh, Spirit dropped out 2 cards. I love this. Okay, so we've got 2 major arcanas. Ooh, I don't want to show that. We got the star. I'm not showing the nudie. We know what the star looks like, right? We got the star and we've got strength. So we've got Leo and I think it's Aquarius energy. Correct me if I'm wrong here. So when I see the strength card and I'm getting it next to the star, which is really the strength card, and I'm getting it next to the star, which is really, really very much about healing and self-expression and self-healing and understanding your own light. And strength often shows up in my readings when there are some shadow aspects that we want to look at, right? In the strength card, she's mastered the primal nature, the hidden aspects of her psyche. And what I'm seeing here is, in terms of your love life, that is really what's coming through. It's so important for you to show more of your authentic self. And I'm seeing, because we've got all of these options showing up, Spirit is really saying focus on the self. This is why I was saying I'm feeling a really strong single energy coming from this. And I'm getting the sense that that is actually going to be more of the priority for you when it comes to your love life pile 2. So if you chose pile 1 and pile 2, it's very likely that your love life is moving in a different direction as you move through the second part of the year. I am seeing also that you're going to have a bit of a glow. I don't want to say a bit of a glow up. I feel like a definite glow up. And if we look at the strength card, she's fully clothed, right? And now the whole reason I'm not showing the star is because she's naked. And what I'm feeling, because we had the strength card show up first and then the star, which is again relating to this kind of energy. Those of you who've chosen pile 2, I would say really if you've drawn a pile 1, I feel like this is the transition. But pile 2, I feel like you'd even, whether you're drawn to pile 1 or not, there's going to be this kind of flow in your energy where there was kind of like a hidden kind of way of how you showed up in love, and now you start showing up a lot more authentically, and that shifts what you attract and what you're prioritizing in the type of partner you attract, and just in general in love, in the way that you're showing up emotionally in your relationships. All right, let's draw an oracle card for you, pile 2, in terms of what is showing up in your relationships. Yeah. Can't make this up. So we've got balance, right? So balance is really, this is, again, pile 2, if you're drawn a pile 1, would say you need to go check that out. I know I've been saying that multiple times. There's obviously someone who is watching this that is avoiding looking at pile 1. If you are that person, you need to go do it. Alrighty, so we've got balance showing up, okay? So balance is really about understanding not only give and take in relationships, but remember what I spoke about here, 7 of Cups, in terms of understanding balance in life. Balance in terms of where are you placing your energy, in how are you managing your health? How are you managing your own personal well-being mentally, not just physically with exercising, right? Because the two can link to one another, but there's about understanding how they work together so that there is balance. How are you approaching your work? How are you showing up in terms of your contribution to society? So there's a lot of different facets of your life that are really being highlighted. And I feel Spirit is wanting you to understand that through love, you're going to find greater balance, and love that stems from the self first, because remember, we have this beautiful star over here. You are the center. You are the star. See this beautiful yellow shining star? So I feel like you're really going to step into a lot more authentic power and gain strength through that, right? By stepping into that self. But what is key here is recognizing what you've got to give and what are you receiving and what are you giving to yourself first. Pile 2, I feel like your universe is very vast and there are many things happening in your life in 2026, love only being one of them. So I do feel it's crucial that whether you're partnered or not, is to understand the lesson of balance for you and all the different facets of yourself in life. Alrighty, pile 2. If you haven't yet, remember to like this video, comment down below, let me know how this resonated for you. When you comment, it really seeds your understanding and helps you feel into what other messages your intuition wants to give you. And also, if you haven't yet, remember to subscribe and check out the links in the description if you would like to book a personal reading with me. All right, we are moving on to pile 3 for love for 2026. So pile 3, take a deep breath in, center in your heart space. And funnily enough, I want to start with your oracle card, pile 3. So I'm feeling you are our unique odd boxes, maybe identify as a little bit of a weirdo, someone on the fringe, someone who's different, or just a leader, even a feeler, an empath, someone who moves first in their own way. Right? Okay, so Spirit is really strongly bringing through new energy here that they want you to start focusing on in your love life. Okay, rest. So, okay, what I love about this is because what I am feeling, because what they showing me is we've got rest and peace right here in front, but behind that, when I see a stag like this, it's often a new masculine entering the space. So there's someone definitely with stronger masculine energy that is going to enter in your space in 2026. But as you can see, they're like in a bit of a shadow, almost like they're blending into the background. So what Spirit is trying to highlight here, what I'm feeling is, yes, obvious rest. Take the time to just chill. But I'm feeling what is happening here is those of you who've chosen pile 3 are manifesting love, a new person to enter your life. Doesn't matter whether you're, what gender you are. But I'm feeling this person will have a strong masculine energy. And for those of you who are partnered, a different kind of healthier masculine energy within your relationship, right? But this is coming when you prioritize yourself. And it's coming from a space of you resting in your being and who you fully are. There is new energy that's coming here that is coming from a restful, peaceful place. For those of you who chose pile 3, I'm feeling like there might have been, because I'm seeing this green around here too, mixed with blue, kind of turquoise energy. There's been a lot of like negativity in your relationships in the past, and that energy is clearing out. I feel like there's been healing in the throat chakra and how you express yourself. And even in not expressing, right? Like not communicating, not active expression, but the being expression of yourself. And lovely, lovely energy coming through for love life in 26. So that's the baseline. Your guides really wanted to bring that through. Okay, let's look at what the tarot's got to say for pile 3 regarding their love life. If you haven't yet, remember to like and subscribe, pile 3. Let me know in the comment section how this is resonating. Ooh, okay. So I just want to affirm that there's a committed relationship that's coming through for pile 3. Those of you who chose pile 3, commitment is showing up. And in the way that I feel that you really want it. Because the Hierophant is often about tradition. So I feel you've had an idea of how you want your relationship to be. This is why I'm getting this kind of manifestation energy around pile 3. I feel this is coming in for you, and it's coming through the teachings and the lessons that you've learned. Even here, we see this person busy reading a book there. I don't know if you can see that clearly. So whatever mentoring you've received, whatever lessons you've learned, and you're listening to this right now, use it. That energy is going to be so useful for you in 2026. Let's see what else is showing up for you, pile 3. Okay. So I'm getting 2 of Pentacles and also Page of Wands around love. So this is giving me the energy of an exciting new kind of romance that's going to require you to be adaptable, right? Remember I said new energy was coming through? I feel like you're going to be juggling 2 things. And I don't feel specifically like this is specifically love life. I feel like you're really going to be juggling your work and your love life. And this is going to be important because I'm feeling a lot of things are going to be moving. So you've got to be quite adaptable. When I'm looking at this card, I'm also seeing the 8 across here, the infinity symbol. So I feel a lot of manifestations coming through for you in physical reality. And there's a lot about having fun, a fun relationship. Yes, there's commitment, but it's also got this fun aspect to it and allow really Page of Wands also gives me the kind of an awakening energy. So this romance that's coming through, this commitment that's coming through, it's coming from an awakened place, right? And you engaging with your inner child and your inner essence in a much different, more playful way. And this is also why I'm seeing the Two of Pentacles showing up here, because it's really giving me this feeling of being adaptable, moving with the flow, and watching your expectations as well, right? I do want to draw a clarifier, spirits. Yeah. Okay. So interesting. We started off with rest and exhaustion. So this is why I wanted to do that. Because with this Two of Pentacles energy, I'm seeing that because you're juggling your love life and your work, it's that reminder to make sure that you're not working yourself to the bone. Because your work, I feel, is going to require a lot of you. I'm not even moving into that reading yet, but you're probably, those who've chosen pile 3 for love are probably going to pick pile 1 for work. And because I'm feeling that it might resonate. Don't overexert yourself, right? Be mindful of how you're expending your energy between these two different things. So there's a deeper message that Spirit is also bringing through with this, which is this feeling of expansion and contraction. So because you're moving into a new energy in 2026, pile 3, I'm feeling there are going to be times when you feel very enlightened, very open, very expansive, which is your soul stepping out. But then there's also this feeling of kind of going back into the ego and feeling a bit restricted. And what Spirit is bringing through around that is you've just got to understand that this is part of your, you kind of like expanding and then contracting a bit so that you can rest, and then expanding and contracting so you can embody a bigger space, and then expanding and contracting, and then you embody a bigger space. So just understanding that that is part of the process that is also happening for you. And I feel you'll feel it in your workspace and also in your love life. But this is a really natural process that is happening. All right, pile 3, that's what we've got for love life with you. I am now going to be moving on to career readings, career predictions for 2026. If you haven't yet, remember to like and subscribe, and do let me know in the comment section what you think. I love reading your comments. I love hearing how things resonate for you. And for you, the benefit in doing that is you don't just help me out, because that's great and I appreciate it, but what you also do is you help yourself remember what's standing out for you, what's intuitively standing out for you. Okay, so shifting to career. So pile 1, let's look at what is coming up in career for you. Okay, I'm feeling this pile are our creative people and our artists and people who really want to share their wisdom. I've got 9 of Cups energy showing up. I've got Queen of Cups, and I've got the Hermit. So for me, this feels like our empaths, intuitives, healers, anyone who's resonating with that kind of energy. I feel like there's been a long time that you have wanted and wished for certain things to show up in your reality. But what I'm feeling is really important for that to come through, because 9 of Cups is a wish fulfillment card, right? But interestingly enough, I'm being shown kind of follow your intuition and pay attention to your feelings, as well as the Hermit card and following your light. Is that in terms of your career and the way that you need to navigate your career is start being more cognizant of what your feelings are telling you. There's an invitation to have a deeper connection with your emotional world, because that is going to help you create and move your career the way that you want and move in the direction that you need. You are not meant to follow other people's path. I'm getting this really strongly with the Hermit. You are meant to kind of find your way in the dark. That's part of it. That's part of your career. And you're really, in 2026, you're going to be pushed to listen to that light even more. I feel you've got a strong connection to your intuition, but now you got to believe that your intuition can lead you to where it is that you actually want to go. And if you want to know how to do that, I am linking below my intuition in action challenge that I'll be doing for 2 weeks in January. If you're keen on signing up for that, do check that out in the description box. I'm seeing this is really crucial for you and important for really navigating where you want to be. There's a perfect opportunity now in 2026 for you, pile 1, to actually lead yourself down the career path that you want. So if you've been feeling the nudge to follow more your healing path, more your intuitive path, more your path helping others, you got to go for it. You got to go for it. Okay, let's see what other energy is coming through around this for pile 1 around the career path. Can't make this up. We got spiritual community, right? Spiritual ancestors. So this for me is just really, really confirming. You see this card is even blue. It's really confirming listening to that truth, right? Listening to that intuition, that inner voice, allowing that light, your light, to guide you. And I feel you've got a lot of guides around you who are trying to bring your tribe, trying to bring you into your tribe as well, and really connect you with your spiritual path in terms of your career. And when I'm seeing the community card like this with 9 of Cups and all these cups around and all these people around, I'm feeling those of you who are already in that kind of path, that healer path, intuitive path, helping others, you're going to be drawing in clients who are really going to resonate with your work. And this is why I feel it's super important for you to connect more deeply with your emotional world and your own wisdom, because this is really what's going to draw people in and wanting to work with you and connect with you in 2026 and beyond. Especially I'm seeing 2027 and 2028, pile 1. Beautiful energy for you. Alrighty, if you haven't yet, remember to like and subscribe. I'm now going to be moving on to pile 2, your career predictions for 2026. Okay. So the energy for 2026 for pile 2 feels a lot solid, very solid and focused, and very like a strong routine and structure coming through. This feels very important for you. So if this is something you haven't yet set, 2026 is the perfect year for you to start doing that, and is necessary for your career. All right. Yeah. And the reason this is happening is because opportunities are coming in. This is the center of your energy. We've got 8 of Wands energy. Things are going to be moving fast. So we start off with 3 of Wands. Take the first 2 months of the year to plan things out. Best thing for you to do, pile 2, is plan out what it is that you want for your year. Map it out. If you can do it and knock it off by January, I would say that, because this energy is the energy that's coming in for your 2026. Your ships are coming in. The things that you are calling in are coming in. And 8 of Wands, they are happening fast. There's going to be a lot of opportunities, and so a solid structure and routine is necessary for you to manage this. I'm seeing you're going to be signing a lot of contracts. Check out the contracts that you are signing within the year of 2026. And I would also say, pile 3, be discerning. You've got to be discerning with the type of people you work with the type of opportunities you take on. And you've got to take it from a mindset of not trying to help everyone. Now, you can't save everybody, but you got to look at it from an empathic, compassionate view, but that including sense, right? Does this make sense to move in the way that I want to move? So that's going to be super important for you. I also feel for some of you, you will be partnering with someone towards the end of March, I'm hearing, around a business deal, which can be very, very fruitful for you. And those of you who are not into business and are more looking from a work perspective, March is the time for you to really get clear. March is the time for you to cut contracts that aren't working for you and really reevaluate your professional space. Because there's something new that wants to come in. And I feel you've been thinking about it for a while and it wants to come in fast. But if you're not utilizing the energy in the way that it wants to come through, I don't see you being able to manage it. And I'm not saying this as a warning. I'm saying it as so that you know, right? So that you take action. It's great receiving a reading, right? But if we don't take the guidance that we receive and action it, it just becomes noise. And it becomes something that's lovely to you in a moment. It has a bit of an activation, but let's use that. And your guides are really wanting you to create the structure and routine that supports all of these creative opportunities that want to come through for you. So I would also suggest check out the description box if you want to learn how to work more with your intuition. In the middle of January, I will be offering a challenge to help you do that. Let's see what oracle energy wants to come through for you, Pile 2. I just spoke about creativity, and here we've got creative opportunities, and here we've got creativity. So really a lot coming through, a lot for you to explore being creative, try things in a different way. Don't get stuck in the same thing and be discerning about what it is that you want to explore. Super important for you, Pile 2. Alrighty, if you haven't yet, remember to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in your next reading, Pile 2. Hello, Pile 2. You must be pretty special because I missed you in the original recording in the first uploaded video. So if this is the first time that you're watching this, please do know you must have some special energy or something is really shifting and the time needed to align in a specific way, because I wasn't able to record this before now, the time that I'm recording it when I did the original video. So let us look at, you see, when cards jump out like that, we are already looking at pretty strong energy. So I'm going to take that card that just jumped out. Pile 2, what is happening for you in your career, and what are the predictions for you and your career for 2026? Okay, we've already got one card that's come through, another, and another. Okay, I'm going to draw clarifiers for you. Right, so we've got Cups energy. We also have Pentacles, so balance between the two, and then we have Wands too. So the first card that comes through is the Queen of Pentacles. This is kind of giving me the energy that you are already in for 2026 and moving more into that. I'm seeing that you are giving a lot of nurturing energy to your business. And I feel because this is coming through and we've got Queen of Pentacles energy, I feel that this is something that you've wanted to birth. I'm really hearing birth and build and nurture and grow for a long while. And now this has become a lot more prevalent in where you are in your journey. And this year, I'm seeing that is the energy that you're going to be focused on quite a bit, because we've even got King of Cups here. So you might run some sort of healing business, have a healing practice, working with actually helping people. If that's not okay, I do feel that you've got strong emotional intelligence, and whatever you're doing with your career this year is really focused on your mental well-being and your emotional stability, and you really being happy with what you are doing in your career. I do feel for some of you there is an influential masculine energy that wants to come through, that's trying to also give a little bit of guidance and help you nurture your career path, whether that is building a business. I do feel that these are strongly people who are focused on some sort of, whether you're actively engaging in a side hustle, whether you have your own business or you're thinking of pursuing it. I do feel that this is a strong indication for you to focus on building what it is that you want to build. Okay, so the guidance that's also coming through here is there's going to be a lot of fluctuations in your emotions. And because I'm feeling, remember I even used the energy of side hustle and wanting to do this for a while and something you wanted to birth and then build on. I'm not feeling that these are people who've been really established in their own business for a long while. If you're doing that, this is definitely for people who are wanting to create something of their own is what I'm feeling. The guidance that's also really coming through is around managing your emotions, right? The Knight of Cups can be quite volatile in their feelings and get swept away by their feelings. So it's really also to be mindful of how you're approaching things in terms of your work, and to take an approach that is coming from an emotional space that feels a lot more centered and grounded, rather than just flowing with whatever feels right in the moment. I'm also getting the sense of lead with your heart. So whatever you're doing, whatever you're presenting, lead with that energy first. Knight of Pentacles is showing slow and steady wins the race, right? And then we also had 10 of Wands that's coming through. So 10 of Wands, one of my favorite tarot readers says, the passionate success comes with stress. So whatever it is that you wanting to grow, and this side hustle, a business or new kind of career path that you're moving down, the guidance is really to understand that it's going to require an investment from you that is going to need a certain level of stress, commitment, and responsibility. But it's about putting your energy in the right space. So Knight of Pentacles is really asking you to take those small actions consistently every single day and be patient. Be patient. Reliability is important here. And rather moving at a pace of like 40, 50, 60% than trying to do 100% and be super like, ooh, charged is the kind of energy that I'm getting. Is do one thing at a time. Those things are going to add up. They're going to compound is the sense that I'm getting. And that's really important also to help you in terms of balancing out these emotions. I do feel, don't be afraid to make offers. Don't be afraid to reach out. Don't be afraid to say what it is that you'd like to do. Always leading from the heart. Lead from the heart. All right, let's look at what Oracle card comes through for you, pile 2. Inner child and family. Okay. So we're getting inner child here, and then we're also getting family. So it says intuition on top, but I was drawn more to the inner child here, and I was more drawn to family. So what I'm also feeling here might be the eldest sibling. Maybe you've taken on a role of responsibility quite often in your family as well. I feel in this situation, because the family card came up in reverse, I feel what's very important for you here is make sure that you're following your stuff first. I feel that your inner child might often find themselves being, making sure everybody else is okay. And I feel this year, it's really important for you to understand your family's going to be fine. Your family's going to be fine. And what you're doing is leading to your family being fine too. I'm also feeling there are some moms who are watching this, and it's important to find that balance between making sure that what you're doing is helping your kids, yes, but also making the distinction between where is it what you want to do for your kids versus for yourself and what you didn't get. What I'm also feeling really strongly is to follow the essence of your ideas. So our inner child often represents our newest, most perfect kind of unaffected essence. And I'm really feeling it's super important for you to protect that and nurture that and cultivate that. And I feel that that is going to be a big part of your career this year, and really being able to listen to that kind of guidance. I also feel that if you're able to do that, you're going to bring a lot of peace and prosperity to your family. And I do feel that this message is a little bit more related to people who are very kind of close to their family, and their family is quite important to them in terms of their career success. Not everybody has that kind of experience, right? Alrighty, pile 2. This was your career prediction for 2026, your prediction and your guidance. If you haven't yet, remember to like and subscribe. Do check out the description box below, in which I'll be hosting a challenge, an intuition challenge, teaching you how to listen to your intuition, act on your intuition, and actually really understand when it's your intuition versus your mind, and when that message is really trying to help you step forward instead of keeping you in that sort of kind of hamster wheel of your conditioning or programming or even your limiting beliefs. So looking forward to seeing you there, and we'll move on to pile 3 now. Bye, pile 2. Let's move on to pile 3 around career. Ooh. Okay. I don't know why, but I'm feeling strong. So I picked up the card. You saw me do that. Masculine energy, healer energy coming through. Very, 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 very grounded. But I'm feeling this is less your healer that would work with energy healing or Reiki or anything like that. I'm feeling like these are our psychologists, people who are wanting to be counselors, and people who are quite quiet. This is what I'm feeling for pile 3. If that doesn't resonate with you, I suggest you choose another pile. This feels like a very, very specific pile. All right, pile 3. Yeah. Okay, definitely a very specific pile. So I feel people who are in this space, you're really established in what it is that you do. So if you're not established in your industry, so if you're not a psychologist, but maybe you still feel like, I don't want to leave here, and you are an energy healer, you're established in your industry, and I feel like people really know who you are. And you've already cultivated some credibility in your industry, and I feel that this is just you are gonna shine. This is what's happening in your career. We've got the sun and we've got the world. So I'm feeling like massive success coming through for you. Ooh, and we got all these goodies. I'm seeing that you're really going to be seen this year. If you have ambitions of being on social media with the world and being clearer in social media, that is definitely coming through for you. And you being seen and being successful at what you do, we've got these two energies together. Go for it. You really have to trust what it is that you know and trust the work that you do. I feel like people who've chosen this pile, you've been at it for 5, 6, 7 years. So you've been in the making, and your success is really going to come through for you this year. I don't feel like I got anything else to say on that. Let's see what we've got for more specific energy that wants to come through. Yeah, I feel it's important for you, pile 3, to be expressive about what it is. Your guides are really saying rest in and trust in your ability. Make calm decisions, make decisions that are in alignment with the healing that you have, that you've achieved for yourself. And with a calm mind, I feel those of you who, I did mention psychologists right in the beginning, but those of you who are more alternative, I'm feeling there's a lot more peace that has come in the mind. And this is why this is really being pointed to, is you've got to combine everything that you've learned and use that to create what it is you're creating in terms of your work environment, and also make decisions from that space. Teach or help from the actual results that you have for yourself, because this is really what's going to, I feel, guarantee your success. You're stepping into your full power in 2026, and I feel that that's leading a really strong energy that's leading and directing you really way, way, way into the future. Oop. So we literally have leadership. So really spoke about what have you learned? How are you holding yourself? You've got to go first this year, baby. This is you stepping into your power. And business, I'm seeing financial abundance coming through strongly for this pile, and really you making the right connections and taking all the knowledge that you've had, every single thing, and really applying it and leading yourself. This is the year where you step into your full power and you own who you are, claim who you are, own what you've done, claim the rootedness that you have in what you have learned, cultivated, and built for yourself, and go deeper. A lot is coming to fruition for you in terms of career. Lovely, lovely, powerful energy for Pile 3. If you haven't yet, remember to like and subscribe, Pile 3. Do check out the description box for the offers that I have, and let me know in the comment section how this reading resonated. Okay. Moving on to the final portion of our reading, which is love. Oh, no, we did love. New Year's Eve rain. Money. All right. We're going to do pile 1. I'm going to keep these brief, so I'm going to draw one card for each. Okay. Pile 1 for money. If I need to draw more, I will. Okay. I will draw more for pile 1. Interesting. If you chose pile 1 for love, let me know in the comments. I would love to know if people are picking the energies in the way that I'm feeling them. Okay, we're starting off with the Hermit. So I feel you've got to really evaluate your spending and really evaluate who you're spending your time on. Because sometimes we think money has to do with, I don't know if I've shown you, you got the Hermit as your first energy. Because sometimes we're spending time with people who don't really allow us to make the right decisions in our lives. Because I'm also seeing next to that, you've got 2 of Cups. So I feel that then we've got 6 of Pentacles energy. So I feel there's kind of like someone is going to want to lend money from you, and maybe you've been lending a lot of money too. And I feel you've really got to look at whether this is energy that you want to expend in that kind of way. And secondly, also look at the connections that you are having in your life. Because I'm feeling it's important for you to be clear on whether people are draining you and are they actually allowing you to bring in the type of money that you want to bring in. I'm seeing that for some of you who have chosen this pile, you're tending to choose and work with people who are not on the same, who are not, I don't want to say on the same, but who are not in the bracket that you should be serving, if that makes sense. Yes, it should make sense. Who are not in the bracket that you're serving. So if it doesn't make sense, let me clarify. Is there a decent energy exchange in between you and whoever you are serving? So this is specifically if you have a business, make sure that it's coming from the right place, because that frequency of money is going to realign much better when you understand that principle. Okay. On a less higher level, on a more practical level, I do feel mindful of loans. And if you are loaning to people, be sure and make sure that they are, that it feels like it is the right thing to do for you. Okay, let's see the energy around money. Yeah, death. Okay, so this is showing, this isn't a bad card, but this is showing that there's definitely a transformation in terms of how you're managing money, which is why I feel the Hermit is really asking you to take some time to reflect. I want to get a clarifier on that. Yeah, we've got exhaustion. So this is making sense to me. You really have to make sure that what you're doing, the people that you're working with, they are not draining your energy. And if it's draining your energy and what you're asking, if you're running a business, it's not aligning, you've got to reevaluate your prices. If you're at a job where you're not getting paid what feels right, and it's not a right energy exchange between you and a boss, you really need to reevaluate it. Because that's how you're going to shift the money energy. Alrighty. Okay, pile 2 around money. Let's see. Oh yes, pile 1, if you're still around, please do remember to like and subscribe. And pile 2, whilst you're here, you can do that too. And then let me know in the comment section once the reading is done how it's resonated. Okay, pile 2, what is your energy around money for 2026? Okay, you got great energy, pile 2, but you're not going to see it. I feel like you have an expectation of how money should be coming in your life, but you're actually being required to take new actions, new direction, and follow your joy. So we've got 4 of Cups coming through. We've got Ace of Cups, and then we've got Ace of Wands. And you got 2 aces out of 3 cards that I've chosen for you, right? And aces are blessings. So there's a new direction in terms of money and a new path that is very likely that's going to be opening up for you in terms of money. Even here, we've got Spirit showing there's a new opportunity, but look, you're all stuck in your feelings and looking at how things didn't work out. I'm feeling like round about November this year, there was something that didn't work out the way that you planned. So November the year before. And you are still kind of stuck in that energy. And whatever that is, it feels really heavy and emotional. You haven't released all of it. But this was coming as an opportunity for you to start really new and lead you in the direction that's going to bring you happy money. Money that's coming from your creative initiative. So tap into a cup that is full, because your cup is definitely going to be full. But what really comes from that is you're going to have an abundance of money that's going to be really emotionally fulfilling, but you got to take the initiative. Take the initiative to take action on what might sometimes feel frightening, but Spirit is something, it's not really frightening. It's just that you're really excited and nervous all at once. So I feel lots of new energy for you around money there. Okay, don't get stuck in the past, they say. Let's see what further energy is coming up for you, pile 2. Family. Peace around your family. That's quite interesting. So I feel for those of you who have chosen this pile, it might have been that a lot of your financial troubles are related either to your ancestry or how you relate to your family. And I feel that you might even feel a little bit of guilt of maybe stepping out of how your lineage deals with money and how they manage money. Maybe deep down, you're actually kind of scared of being the rich one or the wealthy one in your family. And this is also why I'm feeling there's this kind of like stuck emotions. Spirit is wanting you to step new, to you be that person who becomes the leader and the leader and shows a new way and a change maker and a way shower in your family regarding money and how you interact with it. And it's really going to come from you following your, Wands is about your creativity and your own spirit and your passions, and that energy is being shown here. And I feel Spirit is trying to tell you, it's okay. You're not going to be betraying anyone. This feels more like a subconscious message. You're not going to be betraying anyone. Your family's going to be fine. Everything is going to be fine. And if you're in a bit of a struggle at the moment where you are looking at debt, there's an opportunity that will come that is really that is showing you that your cup is going to be full. But again, initiative is really important in this group. I wanted to draw one more card. Initiative, coming from your intuition. So this also just confirms for me that a lot of what your relationship to money has to do with is a lot to do with your family. You're meant to have a different experience, and this is coming from you healing your inner child, right? And then following the passion that also comes from the same chakra that both of these are connected to, right? The sacral. So again, check out the description box. I am doing a challenge on how to work with your intuition, pile 2. If that is something you're drawn to, I would definitely recommend it for you, because this opportunity is connected to your passion, your spirit, and your intuition. And definitely some healing around money that's happening this year for you, and also in your lineage. Beautiful, pile 2. Let's move on to pile 3. Pile 2, remember to like and subscribe. Okay, let's move on to pile 3. Pile 3. Money, 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 money. Ooh. Okay, this feels. I feel pile 3, you overanalyze. And I hate that word because people always used to say it to me, like, you overanalyze. And I'm actually a really analytical person and very intuitive. So like, woo. So I really do understand the kind of loops a person's mind can go into. And I feel spirit intent. I feel my soul intentionally chose that kind of experience to really understand the light and the shadow of both and how to choose. But I feel pile 3, you resonate with that. And I'm feeling that you see your money state worse than it is. It's almost like with this pile, I feel like you're more stable than you realize. Or you know you're stable, but you're still like kind of highly cautious. Let's see what's coming. Money in 2026. Okay, before I say anything, I just wanted to do clarifiers. You are going to have to make some big decisions around your investments. And you're learning lessons about how to invest specifically. And again, family is coming up. Yes. Okay, so this is decisions. These are decisions. So pile 3, if you chose this, you are going to learn some deep money lessons in 2026. Not a bad thing. It's a good thing because we're talking about long-term wealth that is coming through. So I feel we've got judgment here. So this is really telling me about how you choose, what your decisions are, because your article, we've also got decisions coming up here. And this is not about quick fixes. This is about long-term. Because we've got Queen of Pentacles here. It's really showing wise investments that are nourishing, financial decisions that are nourishing, and you being able to step into this energy. But again, we've got 2 of Pentacles here, which is also showing and if we look at the decisions here, there's 2 paths, right? So you've got to weigh your options. And I feel that money-wise, you might be juggling 2 different kind of businesses, 2 different kind of jobs. Maybe you have your main job and a side hustle. And I'm seeing that there's a warning about really being tired and exhausted. And the main energy here is whatever bad financial decisions have happened that in the past, I want to draw a clarifier on this. Yeah, okay, that makes sense for me because we've got Ace of Swords here. So that in the past, and we've got something new starting here. I feel because you're highly critical, like I said right in the beginning, of how you work with money, I feel the way that you speak to yourself about money is also being highlighted here. Spirit is saying, stop this death, dying, doom kind of perspective on finances. It's time to stop that. It's time to speak more clearly about the type of money you want. It's time to ask for what you want. It's time to I don't want to say take initiative because I've been saying that a lot, but this is really about not being afraid to take what is yours and saying it to yourself first and claiming that. You are going to have to make some decisions about money. I feel that this has to do with, again, like career paths, maybe different offers that you have, and also maybe you've got 2 different kind of jobs going. But the decision this is your guiding principle. And your truth is not what you've been conditioned. Your truth is not your trauma. If you don't know the difference between what your soul is telling you and your truth is trying to, and your conditioning and your trauma, first way to know, are you being consumed by obsessive questioning about your finances, or are you following the calm statements coming from your intuition? If you want to go deeper in working with your intuition, I've got a challenge coming up. Check out the description box. You've got to be clear. It's time to cut through silly spending, cut through like a lot of doom, a doom and gloom perspective. It's done. It's over. It's not the worst that you've experienced. It has happened. Okay. I do feel your higher self. Again, I spoke about your intuition, but your higher self and a lot of epiphanies around how to manage your money is coming through. I feel like this person who's chosen pile 3, you're stepping into a lot of happy money. So when I say happy money that's really aligned with you, money that wants to be in your space. I do talk about this a lot in my program, The Vessel. I just wanted to draw one final card for you. I do feel that you're going to have to make a choice. Some of you are wanting to invest in something. I don't know if you're buying a house or but there's some sort of investment that you want to make. And the guidance around that is don't choose the way that you did in the past. But also be clear around don't be afraid to ask questions around whatever it is that you're investing in and whatever it is that you want to do. It's okay for you to speak up about money. Don't be afraid about it. Yeah, 3 of Pentacles. So that's this kind of thing. There's some sort of investment with some, it could be, I'm hearing art for some people, but I'm also hearing like collaborations and but when I'm feeling collaborations, I'm really feeling about where are you putting your money in? So if you're working with someone, this is really important. You draw in a lot of people and you have actually a really strong energy around money, but you don't fully always trust that. I feel you're going to get more clarity on that this year around how to make the type of decisions and to draw in people who are on the same wavelength as you when it comes to working with money. This is crucial for you to do as well. And I want to say this is not for everyone who chose pile 3, but also you don't have to give to everyone. And you don't have to help everyone. But there's also a thing around, I want to see why that's coming through. Yeah, there's something, we got the devil. There's something around attachments to money. So it's like you don't have to give to everyone, you don't have to help to everyone, but also be mindful. Oh, I'm not allowed to show that. I keep forgetting. But there's also something around not making it your world. So your relationship to money it's kind of elevating it. You're going to be working with it a lot more in terms of frequency rather than the physical part of it. And it's going to click in this year for you. So don't be afraid of being bolder almost with how you approach it. All right, pile 3, that is my reading on money and your money predictions for 2026. If you've made it to this point, put in the comment section, happiness is my truth. Would love to see who puts that in the comment section, yeah? And if you haven't yet, remember to like and subscribe. Otherwise, I'm wishing you all the love in the world, many, many blessings, and may what is meant for you find you in the most beautiful way. Have a prosperous, merry, blessed, love-filled, abundant 2026, and I'll see you in your next reading. Ciao.